Thinking of getting a new bike and not sure whether you should go for a mountain bike or road bike like this. You need to think of few of the things before buying a bicycle. Like for example, what is your terrain? Where are you riding? If it's a road all the way, there is no trail, then you should be getting the road bike. If it's you're riding in a trail, you are riding into a rough terrain, probably mountain bike would be better. And if you are okay with the drop bar like this, then road bike is very good option. But if you like more versatile or with a straight bar and then the sitting upright position, then mountain bike would be good option either. So I recently changed to road bike. I used to ride a mountain bike since February 2020, and the reason why I decided to change it to road bike is because I have been riding on the road all the while, so the mountain bike is a little heavy when I ride on the road. So there are a few adjustments that I had to do when I switch over to road bike, and let me share with you what are those. The first adjustment that I had to make it is the cost factor. When I decided to go for a road bike, I had to think about how much it cost, and I was comparing with the mountain bike and the road bike, and I realized road bikes are relatively expensive compared to mountain bikes if you are going for those entry to mid-level bicycles. So certainly keep watch out or think about the cost factor as well. You want to spend more, get the racing bike or the road bike, or maybe a little bit cheaper, go for a mountain bike. But there are some mountain bikes very expensive as well. If you go for those branded high-end bikes, of course, those are very expensive. Okay, next one is the versatility. Mountain bike certainly is more versatile in terms of your riding style, where you want to ride. If you are riding on rough terrains, trail, or even road, the mountain bike is certainly a good option. If you are not riding on a trail or rough terrain, then why don't you go for a road bike? Because it gives you flexibility of going faster. You can ride smoothly compared to mountain bike. And of course, road bikes usually you don't go on a rough terrains or even a trail unless you go for a gravel bike with larger tires. Normal road bike like this, it's just nice if you are riding on a road. So think about the versatility as well. Yeah, that was the one of the factor that I had to consider because I was never been going into a trail. Mountain bike was kind of a useless for me. So that's why I decided to go for a road bike. So the next one is the adjustment that I had to make it is riding position because on mountain bike you would be sitting upright position with a straight bar. It is more comfortable compared to the road bike, which it took a while for me to get used to it with the drop bar and sitting a bit leaning below. So for the first few weeks, it is like I had a bit of a back pain, and then there was a pain on my leg and even the forearms. There was a bit of a pain, so you need to take into that consideration if you're already riding on a mountain bike and switching it to road bike, or if you are thinking of buying a bicycle and straight away going for the road bike, you need to understand the position that might not be comfortable. Ride long enough that I guess you get used to it. If you are riding for a long distance, a longer period of a time, then the comfort is definitely something that need to take into account, which was also a challenge for me when I bought this bike. Alright, the next one is about the spare parts. If you have purchased the spare parts for a mountain bike, then those spare parts will not be compatible for your road bike. That's the case for me as well. Because all those spare parts that I purchased for the mountain bike now is not compatible to my road bike, so I might need to consider selling off that one if those are not in use. So one of the factor that I had to make some adjustment is the spare parts that I purchased. So I might need to purchase separate spare parts that is compatible to my road bike. The next one is the speed. The reason why I switched over to road bike, and when I was riding a mountain bike on a road, I wasn't getting speed that I really wanted. So that was one of the reason I switched over to road bike. Given the mountain bike with the wide tire, the contraction is very high, so you really can't go as fast as you want to compared to the road bike because of the slim tires and the way you ride it, the position, you really can go faster than a mountain bike. But for the road alone, I had to switch to the road bike. Just one of the reason is the speed that I wanted to get. All right, those were the few adjustments that I had to make. Okay, if you like this video, consider subscribing to my channel. I'll be bringing more of such videos and share with you my opinion, my views about running, cycling, or some of the product reviews. So till then, take care, stay safe, ciao.